In our last lesson, we discussed this very interesting topic about work, and it was called slow down. So we started with some collocations, which are all related to work. So we agreed that you have to say, take work home. You need to have time to relax. You also need to get work long hours. So here they want you to learn to use the right verb in the right situation. Work long hours, you can work overtime, you can be a workaholic. What else do we have?
Meet deadlines.
Yes, you meet deadlines. You can take work home. You can take time off work. Yeah, you can be under a lot of pressure at work. You can spend a lot of time at work, right? And you can also have good working conditions. Alaikum salam. Hello. Hi, Malak. How are you today?
Fine, thanks. What about you?
I'm fine, thanks. I'm all right.
Najat, Siham. Not Siham.
Sana.
Sana, yes.
Sana.
How are you?
Malak?
Fine, thanks.
Alhamdulillah.
Yes.
We miss Siham هلبا.
Yes.
Yes. Siham, I don't think Siham wants to study, but yeah, maybe you can convince her to take another course. We'll see.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Yeah. Okay, so here we're just having a very quick revision. We talked about this in our last lesson. We also talked about the work culture in the West, and that, of course, many people are under a lot of stress in the West, like countries like Europe and especially the USA, because they work even more than the Europeans. So we talked about this. After that, we talked about using must, should, ought to, how to use are allowed to, can, and how to use all of these phrases to talk about this. So you can use be able to, or to be allowed to be supposed to, and you can use also different modal verbs to talk about ability and possibility. So you can discuss ability or possibility using can and using to be able to. We can also use can for permission. So there are two ways you can use can. You can use it for ability or possibility, and you can use it for permission, right? So they're a bit different, but if I take you back to, let me show you both pages together. This way you can have a look. So let me zoom in. If you check the examples here, this one, which one, I'm going to read both examples, and I want you to tell me which one is for ability and which one do you think is for possibility. So number 5, it says, people can get their best ideas when they do nothing. I'm going to put it in a box here. And the next one, it says, in some American companies, employees can sleep whenever they want. So you can see we used can in both examples, but do you think it has the same meaning or does it have a different meaning? What do you think? What do you think, Najat? Same meaning, different meaning?
I think different.
Okay, what's the difference?
The people can get their best idea. It's for
Do you think this is ability, possibility,
ability.
or
Yes.
do you think it's permission?
No, ability, I think.
Are you sure it's ability?
Can get their best.
Do you think maybe if I say, for example, I can speak Japanese, let's add this example here. Let's say there is another imaginary example. I can speak Japanese. Let me add it here. So this is the example. So let's imagine number 4. It says, Many employees in the software industry can speak Japanese. It's a very imaginary example. I don't think it's true in real life, but let's
This
imagine.
is ability.
So here we have 3 cans, right? So the first one,
Yes.
many people in the software industry can speak Japanese. Number 5, it says people can get their best ideas when they're doing nothing. And the last one, it says in some American companies, employees can sleep whenever they want. Which of these is for permission? Which of these is for ability? And which of these is for possibility?
For permission, number 6.
Yes.
Number 4 for ability.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
And possibility, number 5.
Do you agree, Hisham? Do you think that's right? Do you think number 4, the way we're using can, does it show ability, or does it show possibility, or does it show permission? What do you think?
I used can for permission and permission and the ability.
Okay, okay. But from these 3 here, these 3 examples in the circle here, which of these do you think is for permission? Which of them is for possibility, and which of them is for ability, in your opinion?
Please, teacher, where is the example here?
In the blue circle, can you see it? By
yes,
the way,
okay.
Hisham, you can move the screen. You can zoom in and zoom out using your fingers on the touch screen. Just do this. You can zoom in,
sorry,
and you can zoom out.
I don't understand how to work. Okay.
No, it's okay. You can get used to it.
Not a problem.
Can you see the examples?
Please, teacher, just 1 minute, okay?
Okay, take your time.
Number
now,
6, permission.
What?
Yes.
Now I give. What do you need, teacher?
Here, because your classmates, they think, I don't know if you agree with them, they think that, can you see number 4, 5, and 6, these examples? Can you see my mouse moving?
Yes, I see now number from 1 to 6.
Yeah, but can you see 4, 5, 6 here in the circle? Only focus on the circle.
Yes, I see it.
Can you read number 4?
Number 4, many employees in the software in this industry can speak Japanese. Yes, Japanese.
Okay. Number 5?
Number 5, people can get their best ideas when they are doing nothing.
Right. And number 6?
And some American companies, employees can sleep whenever they want.
Yeah, employees can sleep whenever they want. Which of these examples do you think shows ability?
Ability.
I think number 4.
Okay, Malak thinks it's number 4. So
Ability. And number 2 is possibility. And number 3, permission. 6, permission.
Okay, that's correct. But why? Why do you think?
Because number 4 talk about ability.
So
ability to speak
right.
Japanese.
Exactly.
And number 2. Yes, number 2, possibility. People can get their best ideas when they are doing nothing. They can, possibility.
Yeah, it sometimes
can,
happens. Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly right.
Number 3, in some American companies, employees can sleep whenever they want. Permission. Yes, permission. It's permission.
Yes.
Yeah. And number 6,
they can get a permission for them.
But number 6, can we change can with another expression or verb or something else? Instead of saying can we use something else?
Yes, able to,
yes.
maybe.
No, maybe
Able to.
Able to.
Allowed.
Be allowed.
Correct.
Be allowed.
Allowed to, yes.
Yeah. And what about number 5? Can we use another word instead of can here, number 5?
Yes, we can use be able. No, possibility. It's possibility. Be supposed.
لا allowed
No.
to. Allowed to.
Allowed to is for
number
permission.
6.
Yeah, for number 6.
Yes.
Number 6, you can change can and you can put allowed to, and the meaning is the same. In some companies, employees are allowed to sleep.
Yes.
It's the same meaning as can sleep. But I think with permission, you
supposed to. Number number 6. Be supposed. Oh no.
No. Supposed to is when you're expected to do something.
Okay. Not possible.
Yeah, it's not a possibility. So I think can is the best modal verb to use in if you want to talk about possibility. What about number 4 for ability? Can we change this can in number 4 with another?
Yes, be able to. Be able to.
All right, and can you say the whole sentence with using able to? Many employees.
Okay. Many employees in the software industry be able to speak Japanese.
But you have to change.
Able to.
No. I mean be. You have to change it into is, am, or
are.
are.
Oh yes, yes. Are able to speak Japanese.
That's it. Exactly right. Many employees in the software industry are able to speak Japanese. Okay, very nice. So in our last lesson, we discussed these forms. They're very useful, by the way. They're very important, I think. And you can use them in many different ways. The same thing with must and have to. If you want to say something is necessary, you need to use have to or must. We also used should and ought to. And we agreed that ought to is, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a little old, and changing it into questions and negatives is too strange. Ought not to, and do you think you ought to, if you want to make it into a question. So maybe you could just use should. I think it's easier. All right, so we talked about this in our last lesson. We also finished the exercises, I remember. Let me see if there's anything we didn't finish. We didn't finish number 5, right? We didn't do this.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Let's do it. Okay, so I want you here to start working on this. So here, this is a conversation. This is the follow-up, by the way, of the radio conversation, okay? Would you like to listen to, I don't think we need to, but if you want to, I can repeat it. Do you want to listen to the radio conversation again, the first one, or no need to? What do you say?
Maybe we don't need
to.
Yeah,
okay. Maybe.
Actually, because this is the follow-up, the second part, so you don't really need to, but if you want to, no problem.
Because talk after the program, maybe there is another
not the same record.
No, it's not the same one. No, it's not. It's a different recording, this one.
Okay.
Yeah, because this is the rest of their conversation. What's remaining of... Yeah,
that's why maybe we need to listen again.
Yeah, no problem. I can repeat the first part. But first of all, before I repeat the first part, I want you to choose the correct verb forms here. Choose the right answers, because in each one of them, you need to choose between 2 options, okay? When you're done, just let me know. We can check them, and I'll repeat the first recording, and then we can check our answers and listen here to the second recording, okay? Okay, just a second. I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay, have you finished?
Yes.
Okay, let's check your answers. And then we can repeat the first question, the first recording, I mean. Okay, let's have them as questions. So maybe Hisham, you can be K, and where's the other one?
R.
R.
Who wants to be R?
Me.
Maybe.
Who said me first?
Intern. One by one.
Okay.
Okay. So each time someone is different from R. So K, Hisham, you can start. Are you there, Hisham?
Yes, I am with you. Okay.
All right.
K,
Yeah, you are K.
Okay. So, do you think you should are allowed to relax more?
Yeah, but this is the option we don't want.
Yes. Now are.
أصلا محلولة هي number one. Just read it. That's all.
Okay. Absolutely. Absolutely.
No, you're only K.
Okay. Are you okay? Are you?
Just a second. Let them answer. أعطيهم فرصة يا
Okay.
هشام. Okay. Yeah. Is it Najat, the first K, the first R?
But should so do you think you relax more? Absolutely.
Why did you repeat K, Najat?
Because he didn't say it in a full form.
He didn't finish it to the end, you mean?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, the first one is already answered. It's should relax. So do you think you should relax more? Do you think you should relax more?
Before, after, should verb infinitive.
Yeah, without to.
Advice.
Yeah. It's advice. Okay.
The first absolutely. I must try to slow down a bit.
Okay. K, again, Hisham.
Are you able to you start work when you want?
Okay. Next R, maybe Sana or Malak.
Yes, I hear you. Okay. No, not really. I am supposed to in the office at 8.
You forgot
What
something.
about you?
I'm supposed
to be in the office at 8. What about you?
Okay, maybe me.
Okay, I don't.
You can be the next R, Malak.
Okay.
But K, yes, Hisham?
Yes, I listen you. I must
I
not.
don't have.
Okay, just give him a chance, Najat. Let him answer.
I must not be at work until 10. I don't have to. I don't have to at work until 10. I don't have.
Okay, I don't have to. And what do we use after I don't have to? Here, what infinitive, right?
I don't have. I don't have to work until 10.
But you forgot this. هو صح لو أنت قلت I don't have to work until 10 this is grammatically correct نحويا صح. لكن هو يقصد أنا يعني كأنه بيقول مش ضروري نكون أنا في المكتب لحد 10. So you have to read all of it, Hisham. So,
I must not.
No, try again.
I don't have work until 10.
Hisham, are you using the book or are you using the screen? أنت تستعمل الشاشة ولا كتابك؟
لا book.
هذا ليش خاشة بعضها بطل السبب يعني. Don't use your book in the lesson. حتتلخبط لأن مرات نبدأ في نقطة ولا نتحرك مرات أنت عين في الكتاب بعدين عين في الشاشة عين في الكتاب عين في الشاشة. It will be very difficult, I think.
Finish tell us the difference between mustn't and don't have to.
Okay. Yeah. وعليكم السلام. Hello. Hi.
وعليكم السلام.
Hi. Okay. هشام أنت جرب الشاشة بس قبل باهي.
اوكي.
ممكن اسهل لك خلي الكتاب كمرجع يعني كرفرنس للمراجعه مثلا او
والحل يعني
انت بعد ما تشوف الاكسرسايز مثلا هنا نديروه مع بعضنا على الشاشه انت تقدر تنقل وقتي في الكتاب تحتك لكن التركيز الاساسي يكون من الشاشه. It's easier I think.
حاضر.
جرب انت وشوف لو حسيت الكتاب ساعدك اكثر يعني عادي no problem اللي يناسبك أكتر يعني. Okay, so this means you have to say I don't have to be. صح ولا عندنا be هنا؟
Yes.
I don't have to be at work. All right, okay. So Malak, it's your turn, I think.
Okay. Should you work at home?
Okay.
Should you? Okay. Okay. Yes, we.
By the way, على فكرة, sorry to interrupt you, Hisham. So here I'm just writing your answers. I'm not saying right or wrong because we're going to check them from listening. So معناها كنت تستعمل البيرو فوت البيرو ما تستعملش
ما استعملت انا هذه
حاجات
لا الحمد لله استعملت قلم باي تمشي تشوف من الساحه بس.
لا قلم عادي لكن البيرو مش لازم منه يعني. ماش نديروا احنا في الاول ناخذ الاجابات بصفه عامه نقدر بعدين نعطوا فرصه يعني اللي يبي يغير بعدين يقدر يغير واللي يبي يصلح للثاني بعدين في الاخير نديروا زي الريفيجن وبعدين نقدر نديروا تشيك من الليسننج يعني.
جاريه باهيه وخلاص.
Okay, so this means Hisham, your turn again. You are K. Yes.
Yes, K. Yes, we can work at home 2 days a week.
Okay. And let's see someone else. Ihab, can you hear us? Ihab?
Yeah. I am here.
Hello.
How
Welcome
are you?
back. Hi. I'm sorry for the last 2 lessons. لولا كان عندي ظرف والثانية خطأ مني يعني رقدت في وقت الحصة. I thought it was 8 o'clock. فإن شاء الله يا الحصتين هما عد له من عوضهم يعني. Okay.
No problem.
All right, good. So can you do R here? أنت عندك number 8. Can you do number 8? You can guess even if you're not sure. Choose the answer which you think is best.
It's okay. Oh, ask me or ask another one?
No, you can do it. Ihab, it's your turn.
It's okay. We have.
So the two.
Sorry. I didn't see this screen. Just I will.
So the two options you can use have to or are able to.
Now I see that.
Right. You can choose. Which one do you want?
I will. Be in the office every day. We able, huh?
I'm going to write what
we have to be in the office every day.
Okay. K, you're Hisham, back to you. Perhaps
you are perhaps you you are supposed to look for another job. لا, perhaps you are to look for another job.
Okay, okay. And the last R, okay, Hajar, you can take the last R.
Okay. Yes, maybe. Anyway, I have to go. And the second one. The second one, I must not to be late for my next meeting.
Yeah, but without to, right?
Oh, without.
التو أصلا جاية مع ال don't have
You
to.
have to.
You can choose mustn't. There's no problem here, Hajar. غير ملاحظتي على التو. التو مش مع ال sentence. مع ال options كان.
Yeah, okay, understand now. Mustn't, yeah.
Okay,
mustn't
okay.
be late.
All right, okay. Now, before we check these, because I want to give you the context, نبي مجرد نذكركم بسياق المحادثة هذه أصلاً. So I'm going to take you back to the first part of the question. This part, exercise number 2. So in exercise number 2 here, we're going to listen to the beginning of the interview. It's not really an interview. I think it's a talk show, a radio program. So we have 2 journalists, Kim and Rob, and of course the radio host, the presenter. He's talking to these 2 guests, these 2 journalists, about the book. Okay, so this was the context. So let me take you to the recording. So you can hear the beginning again, and after that, we can listen to the rest of the chat, the rest of their conversation. Okay.
Listen, conversation 2A.
Yeah, now I'm going to play the CD. You will hear it on the speaker now in a second. Just give me a moment. Intermediate audio. Okay, so we want to listen to track 9. Track 9. Here it is. And after that, track 10.
Tells us that we're all living too fast and working too hard and that we should all just slow down. With me are 2 journalists, Kim Mayhew and Rob Davis, both workaholics, of course. Kim, what did you think of the book?
I thought it was very interesting and quite funny in places too.
And what about you, Rob?
Well, as soon as I finished it, I decided that I must take more time off work.
Yes, me too. Honoré says people should only work 35 hours a week.
And do you think that's a good idea?
Yes, definitely. Firstly, a lot of people are unemployed these days, as we know. So if everyone worked fewer hours, it might create more jobs.
But according to Honoré, people are already working less in some countries. For example, Germans spend 15% less time at work now than in 1980.
Honoré also believes that we ought to spend more time with our families.
And that's already happening in some countries too, isn't it? It says in the book that some French employees are allowed to begin their weekend at 3 p.m. on Thursday.
Yes, and Honoré also says people can get their best ideas when they're doing nothing. Albert Einstein was famous for just looking into space at his office at Princeton University. And you can't say he didn't have a few good ideas.
Absolutely. Kim, what else interested you about the book?
Well, I was interested to read that Americans work 350 hours a year more than Europeans. But in some American companies, employees can sleep whenever they want. Apparently, they have special rooms where people can go and relax if they're tired.
Really? If we had one here, I'd be in there every afternoon.
Actually, by law, people in the UK are supposed to have a break every 4 hours. But a lot don't, of course. I was also surprised to read that 20% of British people work more than 60 hours a week. We work the most hours in Europe, and it's certainly not making us happier.
Yes, and lots of people have to take work home because they're under a lot of pressure to meet deadlines. Apparently 60% of British people who were interviewed said they didn't take all their paid holiday. No, that's just crazy.
And these days, of course, we're able to continue working when we're travelling. You know, on the train or on a plane or whatever.
Yes, the Japanese even have a word for it. Karoshi, which means death from working too hard.
On that happy note, we'll leave it there.
Okay, so this was, of course, the start of their conversation about this topic of working hours. And now we'll listen to the rest of the conversation, and we'll see if all of the answers are correct or not. So let's listen to this part, pay attention to your answers, and if there's something we need to change, we can change it later. So let's listen.
So, do you think you should relax more?
Absolutely. I must try to slow down a bit.
Are you able to start work when you want?
No, not really. I'm supposed to be in the office at 8. What about you?
I don't have to be at work until 10.
Lucky you. Are you allowed to work at home?
Yes. We can work at home 2 days a week.
Oh, we have to be in the office every day.
Perhaps you ought to look for another job.
Yes, maybe. Anyway, I have to go. I mustn't be late for my next meeting. Bye.
One wrong.
Yes, my mistake.
One wrong.
Just one mistake. One of
Yes,
them. Only one is wrong. What was it?
It was.
Are allowed to should.
Are you allowed? Not should you allowed. Wow.
That's
Allowed
it.
to work.
Yeah. He's asking about permission here. He's asking if she has permission to work at home. Sorry, she is asking him if he has
are you
permission.
is it's wrong. Are you when you use are you?
What's wrong with are you?
I think that's wrong. Not are you.
You thought it was wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, now it's all right now. All right, so this was the rest of their conversation. Let's take a look at our next part here. Listen and practice stress. I think we can skip this. But I'll just quickly remind you of stress. Here, of course, I'm sure you already know that in questions, auxiliaries, subject pronouns, and accessory verbs are usually not auxiliary verbs are usually not stressed, right? So in this question, probably when you hear it, you won't hear, do you think you should relax more? No, it's not like this. It will sound, do you think you should relax more, right? So do you becomes a bit like do you think you should, you should. So it's very quick, it's very short. Relax more. This is the only tip here. I'm just going to play this first one. We don't need to listen to all of them, but I just want you to pay attention to how the main verb, do you think, it's not the main verb, but relax is the main verb. So these three words are stressed because they convey the meaning of the sentence. They're very important to the meaning of the sentence. But do you and you should are not really important to the meaning of the sentence. So let me show you how this sounds.
Do you think you should relax more?
Stress on think and relax more, no?
Yes, the stress is on think and relax more. Let me play it one more time so you can hear it.
Do you think you should relax more?
Teacher, like that, huh? Do you think you should relax more?
That's it. Do you think you should relax more? So there's more.
You should relax more.
Yeah. So in generally speaking in English, whenever you see an auxiliary verb, just read it quickly. Don't stress it. Stress the main verbs. If you have adjectives, it's really hot today. Hot today. Because hot is important to the meaning of the sentence. So there's a little more stress. but it's really, I mean, you can just say it's really hot today. You don't have to say it's really hot today. No. Okay, so this is the point here. So let's move on. It says here, write sentences describing the rules at the place where you work. This is nice. Okay, so this exercise number 7 is very, very closely related to this. All right. So this means you can mix your sentences to talk about things at your job. You can talk about things which you're allowed to do, things which are possible, things which you're not allowed to do. I think, Najat, you also asked me about mustn't and don't have to, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Mustn't means something that's prohibited. You are not allowed to. If someone says you mustn't, it means you're not allowed to. Right? So if I say you mustn't cheat on an exam, you're not allowed to cheat on an exam, because if you cheat and you get caught, you're in a big problem now. Do you get the idea? So you mustn't cheat. You mustn't smoke on an airplane because you're not allowed to smoke on an airplane. It's prohibited. It's against the law. Do you get the idea? This is mustn't. Don't have to is an optional thing. So for example, at work in Libya, you don't have to wear a tie, maybe only if you work in a bank. In a bank, I think maybe you have to wear a tie. But other jobs in Libya, it's optional. Do you get the idea? So when we say you don't have to do something, this means if you do it, no problem. If you don't do it, no problem. But with mustn't, if you do it, big problem. Do you get the idea?
Okay.
So mustn't, you're not allowed. Don't have to, it's up to you, as you like. If you want to do it, fine, no problem. All right, so I'm going to give you an example, okay? So it says here, but we won't write them. We will just do them as a speaking exercise. So you can see here, in my company, all the managers have to wear a suit and tie. Or you can say, at my school, we're allowed to wear whatever we want or what we want. So I can talk about, for example, my job, and I can say, in my company, which is mine, my page, okay, I can wear whatever I want, but I'm not allowed to be late. I mustn't be late for my lesson. You should use mobiles, and you have to have an internet connection. You're not allowed to eat unless you press mic, you press mute, you can eat, I think. And for how you behave, you can say, students are allowed to talk and ask questions and have discussions with each other. You're not, what about breaks and holidays? So you can say, you're not allowed to be absent for more than 2 or 3 lessons, I think. And getting work at time. We don't really have much work here. Any other ideas? You can say students can, you can say students are supposed to do their workbook exercises, but not many of them do. For example, this is just me talking a little bit about my courses, my English courses, right? So here I want you to think of some situations or some parts of your daily job. You don't have to cover all of this, of course. You can choose some of them, and you can then cover these aspects. So you can talk about what you're allowed to do, permission. You can talk about maybe an ability you have related to your job. You can talk about things which are necessary in your job. So for example, my job, I have to be on time. I'm sometimes late, unfortunately, but I should be on time. So this is something which is a necessity for my job. I'm sure many jobs have the same thing. Do you get the idea? So let's see if someone can. Let's start with Najat. Would you like to tell us a little bit about your job, Najat? You don't have to, like I said, you don't have to cover all aspects, just a few of them to give us an example and try to mix, you know, the phrases. Talk a little bit about permission, things which you're allowed to do, things which you're not allowed to do, things which are necessary for you, things which you're able to do, or things which you're expected to do, that you're supposed to do. Do you get the idea? Tell us a little bit.
Yes, I mustn't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to be on that time.
Okay, you don't have to be on time.
I'm allowed to use mobile.
You're allowed to use a mobile. Okay.
On internet.
Mm-hmm.
Food and drinks. I mustn't drink at work.
You mustn't?
Drink or have breakfast.
So it's like Ramadan in your company?
No. It's a rule. I can drink coffee only.
Okay.
But have a meal now.
But is there an area where you're supposed to eat, or is there a break time when you're supposed to eat?
Yes, snacks or coffee or cappuccino like that.
Okay. I thought even that wasn't allowed.
Yes.
It sounded like Guantanamo. If you're not allowed to do all of that, you know, it's very difficult, I think. Okay, continue, huh?
Yes. I forgot the verbs, the collocation.
Which one?
Ought to and allowed to.
Ought to, it means something
I'm able to work at home.
Okay. I think here it's better if you say I'm allowed to. This sounds a bit, yeah. Able, you can't use it for permission.
Complete my work at home.
But this, I think in this situation you need permission, right? You get the idea?
Yes.
So especially with things related to work, it means you're working with an authority. I mean, you're working with maybe a manager, whoever the manager is. This means usually if we're talking about a work or university or school context, it means there are some things you're allowed to do and some things which you're not allowed to do. So anything extra is usually a permission. It means the administration or the manager or the headmaster of the school or the principal is giving you permission to do something which usually is not permitted. So in many companies, you're not allowed to take work home. You have to finish it in the office, right? But in your situation, maybe it's different. So you can say,
yes, I can bring the work to home. I'm complete. I'm finished.
Yeah, can is okay, because you can use can for permission, no problem. But to be able to, it's only for ability. I'm able to drive a car. I'm able to speak English. I'm able to type without looking at the keyboards. You get the idea?
Yes.
So you can't use able to for permission, but you can use can for permission.
I suppose to sign signature.
Correct.
Every day, but
but you
I don't mind. Yes, I don't.
You don't always do it.
Yes.
All right, these are good examples. These are nice examples. Let's hear from someone else talking about their job. You can cover different aspects. Let's listen to Hisham. Would you like to tell us a little bit about your job? Things that you have to do, things you're allowed to do, things you're not allowed to do.
I must about this question, what you can wear, what the time, like this, wala, teacher?
Anything you want about your job, what you can wear,
okay.
when you come to
Step by
work,
step
when you leave. You don't
Yes,
have
yes.
to, by the way, Hisham, you don't have to cover all of them. مش ضروري نقرأ كلها. You can choose from them. اللي تمشي معك وعندك عليها أفكار, you can talk about it.
In my job, I must wear uniform, and I able to eat breakfast, able to eat breakfast, and I have to finish at 2 o'clock p.m. And be able and I allowed to take a break after hard work. Okay, and
continue.
You can or no, or and I be able to use mobile and the internet and I must start to work at 9 a.m. like that.
All right, okay. So some of the points you covered are great, but some of them I think we need to fix them a little bit. So you talked about coffee, breakfast, you talked about using your mobile, and you talked about the internet.
And where? What you can wear?
Yeah.
I must wear uniform.
This is correct. This is fine. We don't need to change it. It's correct like this. But with the other points, breakfast, using your mobile, using your the internet, this is not ability. This is actually permission. يعني هل عندك الإذن ولا ما عندكش في شغلك؟ هي هذه الفكرة. So
be able.
No, be able للقدرة for ability.
Permission.
أنت اللي تو مطلوبة في مثالك تمشي البرميشن أحسن. يعني أن عندك الإذن أو مسموح لك في وظيفتك. You can use these things. So عندك معناها خيارين تستعملهم للتكلم عن الأشياء المسموحة أو المأذون فيها هي this one.
شنو ما؟ allowed to.
Yes. So you can say I'm allowed to or I can. اللي أسهلهم هي I can. لا كان حتى هي تمشي للإذن أو للأشياء المسموحة. So you can say
I like this.
Yes.
I am allowed to use internet and mobile. I can eat breakfast.
بالضبط. At work.
Okay.
I can have breakfast at work and I'm allowed to use my phone. أنت لما جيت في البريك تو استعملتها صح. قلت I'm allowed to have a break after hard work. صح ولا؟ هيك تو صحيحة كانت من الأول لما قلتها ليك. لكن to be able to ممكن ما تمشيش مليح في الورك لأن هي لها علاقة بالقدرات أكثر من الإذن يعني. Very nice. Okay, let's see someone else. Maybe Sana or Hajar or Sana. Okay.
Okay for me. Yes.
I don't have a job.
So you can say I'm allowed to stay in bed all day, and I can watch television until my eyes hurt. So you're living the good life, Hajar.
Okay, I can start, but I don't know what about Hajar.
No, you can start.
Yeah, you can start first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. In my company, we are not allowed to smoke in the office, and we have to go to the work at 8 o'clock and leave at 3:30. Okay,
nice.
And we can take a break, have an hour a day. Okay, and we are not supposed to work at home. And in my company, not allowed to use the company email account for personality.
For personal use.
Personal use. Okay.
استخدام شخصي.
Okay. Okay, that's it.
Excellent. These are great sentences. Nice and clear. Very nice.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Let's see. Hajar, you can talk about. You can do the same thing just at home, right? You can. But yeah, maybe ممكن أغلبهم حيمشوا ب I'm allowed to. أغلبها عندك الإذن. But okay, give us an example.
Okay. Okay.
You can. I think
now.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
For example, I'm just thinking of things that you have to do at home.
We don't. Okay. I mustn't have holidays at home.
You mustn't.
No. I'm not able to have breaks. In the morning.
Okay.
I'm allowed to eat and drink anytime. I can wear what I want. Okay.
What about, for example, doing the laundry, doing the dishes, these kind of things, house chores? Do you have to do them, or are you just supposed to do them? And maybe someone can help. How does it work?
Not all the time I have to do them, because
but who's responsible for that?
To.
You're supposed to. Okay.
Yeah, my mom.
So I'm supposed to do them, but if you don't, your mother will do them.
Yeah.
Okay, these are also correct. Good sentences. Okay. So here I just want you to see that with these examples or these different phrases, there are so many things you can talk about. They're very useful. This is my point. So it's a good thing to think about these phrases. Think about things you can do, you're allowed to do, things which you're not allowed to do. Whenever you want to give advice, whenever you're required or you're expected to do something, you can use these useful expressions. All right, so let's move on. Let's see here, blah, blah, if you work in a group, do you agree, partners up? I think we can skip this. All right, let's talk about our new topic here. So we're going to discuss street food. Here we have some ways of cooking. So we'll talk in some detail. We're going to talk in some detail here about food, preparing food, cooking food, different kinds of food. So if you like food, I think you'll enjoy this lesson. If you're on a diet, maybe you won't enjoy it very much. Okay, so let's start with some food and some ways of cooking. So let's start with this exercise number 1. Now we have this nice box full of words. These words are mixed into 5 or divided, let's say, into 5 categories. We have 5 different groups. The first group is for fruit. The second group is for vegetables. Then we have meat. We have other food words, and we have ways of cooking. All right. My advice is let's start with the first 2 because they're the easiest, I think. Let's find all the fruit and all the vegetables, and then we can do the other ones. It'll be easier. So let me open a little list here so we can put our words into groups, okay? So let's start with the fruit group. So from these words, which of them belong to the fruit group? What do you think?
Pineapple.
Okay, pineapples.
Pineapple. Yeah.
Coconut.
Coconuts. So we have a pineapple. We have, what else? We also have peach. Peach. A peach. A pineapple. What else? What other fruit do we have here? I think I heard someone say coconuts.
Avocado.
Coconut. An avocado. So we have an avocado here.
Papaya.
Yes. What is it? Yeah. What did you say?
Papaya.
Where is it?
No.
Pie.
No.
Pie.
No.
Pie. What's the meaning?
Pie is it's like a cake. Not really a cake, but it's a bit like a cake. Yeah, with apples or with you know, it's we don't use them a lot here in Libya. I think we don't have them a lot. هي الفطيرة نفسها فطيرة تفاح فطيرة اليقطين شنو اسمها هي يقولوا لها pumpkin pie, strawberry pie, or okay. So we have an avocado. What other fruit do we have? That's it? No other fruits?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Yeah.
That's it.
Let's do the vegetables now. What vegetables do we have in this list?
Beans.
We have beans. Okay.
Onion.
Onion.
An onion.
Cucumber.
A cucumber. What else?
Green and red pepper.
Green and red pepper.
Okay, green and red pepper. So
herbs. What about herbs?
I don't know if they're
maybe other food words.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not really vegetables.
Yes, like mint and like.
Exactly. Yeah. They're plants, but not vegetables.
Yeah.
Any other vegetables?
Lettuce.
Lettuce. Yes, lettuce.
Lettuce. All right. Okay. Now, next list we have meat.
Okay.
Lamb.
Grill. Beef.
Grill, not.
Grill.
No.
Is it a meat?
No, it's not.
No, maybe ways of cooking. Yes,
maybe it's a way of cooking.
Ways of cooking. Yeah.
Hot dog.
Hot dog.
Yes.
Hot dog. Hot dog. Is it? I think it's a sandwich, right? A hot dog. Or are we?
مرقاز.
Yeah, but I think المرقاز نفسه يقولوا له sausage. It's a sausage.
I think. Okay.
Maybe.
Let's write it here. But maybe it's other food. Because a hot dog is usually, I think we mean, in English, usually it means the sandwich itself, not the sausage. Because if it's just the sausage, they don't call it a hot dog. We only call it a hot dog if it's in the bread with mustard and ketchup and mayonnaise. Then it becomes a hot dog.
Maybe hot dog about China. Meat about China.
No.
Sorry, maybe hot dog?
Yes, about meat China dinner or like that.
But it's not a real dog. No. Luckily, it's not a real dog. Yeah, it's just a name.
Maybe sandwich of a sausage.
Yeah, that's it. It's a sausage sandwich. It's called a hot dog.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's check other food words. What do we have? Other food words. What should we put here?
We put other food words.
Peanuts.
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 Sauce.
A chill.
Chili.
Chili.
Is it other food words or is it a vegetable?
No. I don't know what's it.
A chili is a pepper. Chili pepper. It's a very hot.
Okay.
It's a very hot pepper.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it is.
Maybe
other
with the vegetable.
Maybe with the vegetables. Do you think?
Yeah, I think.
Okay. And what about beans? Should we put them with vegetables? Do you think beans are vegetables?
Yes, I think that.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let's put chili with them. So other food words, we have peanuts. What else?
So
Flour.
Flour.
Barbecue.
Barbecue is
No.
Barbecue, yes.
Barbecue ways of cooking.
No, wait,
yeah.
Other
Maybe
words. Okay.
it's a way of cooking. Maybe
Herbs.
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 Cream.
Herbs.
Spices.
Cream.
Spices. Cream.
Mm-hmm.
Spices and
Sauce.
cream.
No, noodles.
Noodles.
Yes.
Pie.
A pie.
Pie.
Yeah, maybe.
Mm.
Okay. What about sauce?
Sauce. Yeah.
Yes, sauce.
like yes, another word.
Yeah,
Our food.
sauce. All right. Now let's think of ways of cooking.
Grill.
Okay. Grill.
Barbecue.
Barbecue.
Grill, and we have barbecue.
Barbecue.
Boil.
Boil.
We have
Boil.
boil.
Fry.
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 Stir fry.
Fry.
Stir fry.
Bake.
Bake. Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. Okay. Let's confirm our answers. Let's check the vocab summary, and let's see if we group them in the right place. I think maybe you have one or two which are maybe not in the right place. I think maybe hot dog. Maybe hot dog should be, and maybe beans too. I think maybe beans don't belong with vegetables, and also chili. Maybe chili.
Yes, I think chili. Other
beans. Meaning fasulia. Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
Not with the vegetable.
Usually not, but I might be wrong. Let's take a look.
Okay.
Let's check and see. Let's take a look. And page 120, 130. This is 21, 17. Let's see. Okay, so here's the list. It starts from the bottom here. Okay, so first of all, we have fruit. Let's take a look. They're mixed. They're not in the right place. They haven't classified them in the right place.
No, classified. If you see the line before fruit, vegetable, okay, and meat. No, not classified. Yes.
But the next one, it's classified. Other foods. So other foods, we have a chili, we have peanuts, we have spices, herbs, flour, sauce. We have a pie. Can you see the pie? Ihab? Where's Ihab?
Pie.
Yeah, can you see the pie? Ihab? Because Ihab asked about the pie. This is a pie. Yeah. Noodles.
What's meaning noodles?
Noodles like Chinese spaghetti. It's not spaghetti. But no, it's not Italian
it's like
spaghetti.
Indomie.
Like Indomie. Do you know Indomie?
Yes.
Boiled by water.
Yeah, you boil it in water and you eat it with chopsticks.
Yes. I see in animation like this.
Yeah, in animation or in Asian restaurants, you can see these noodles.
Always in bucket.
Yeah, and they put it in boiled water and they eat it directly, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
With spices.
Yeah, with spices, sometimes with vegetables. Okay, so ways of cooking. We have grill, we have the barbecue, we have boiling, baking, we have stir frying, and we have
What's
frying.
meaning stir frying?
Stir fry is like, it's a bit like Chinese frying. You know, when you chop your vegetables, you need a deep pan. The pan is called a wok. اسم الطاوة اللي يستعمل فيها يسموها فيها wok. WOK. هي ممكن في الصورة مش باينت لك. So it's like this wok. Okay, and what you do is you put a very little oil.
Similar to wok, teacher. Similar to wok.
No. Wok is WALK.
لا, similar to stir fire. Equal wok like this, huh? You're right.
No. الوok اللي هي اسم الطاوة اللي يستعملوا فيها. طاوة خاصة هي مش
Okay.
مش زي طاوة القلي.
More deep than another
Yeah.
dish. More deep.
Yeah, it's
Not
deeper.
deep.
It's deeper. احنا ممكن ما نستعملوش في علبة في مطبخنا الليبية، في مطبخنا اللي هو هذا الليبي ما عندناش لها هذيك الاستعمال. But in Chinese food, it's used a lot. So what they do is they chop the vegetables, they add the spices and the herbs and the onions, and they put a little bit of oil, not a lot, and they put it on very strong heat. And then they mix it very quickly. So this is called stir-fried. But fry, usually when you fry something, you use more oil. For example, when you fry potatoes, you have to use a lot of oil, right? So the oil has to cover the potatoes, right? This is frying or deep frying.
Okay, teacher.
So there's a bit of a difference. And stir, it means you mix. While
you mix.
You have to mix. You have to stir.
You put a lot of content and mix.
Yeah, and you mix quickly, and it's a quick process. You have to quickly stir and quickly cook. It doesn't take a lot of time. But frying.
زي اللي يشوح شيء، نقول اسمه يشوح الخضار.
بالضبط، نديروا فاحم مرات في التشويح أكتر، صح؟ لكن هو جزء أساسي في المطبخ الصيني حسب ما نعرف، الآسيوي بصفة عامة. They use it a lot. إحنا ممكن لو واحد بيدير شوية خضرة مع مثلا rice with or some chicken, maybe you can do it like this with a little bit of chicken, maybe to give flavor or something. maybe لكن المبكبة بعدها على طول بعد البصل والطماطم نحكها شوية بتصب المية بعدها. So you don't do it for a long time. ومش حتاكلها أنت المنتج الأول من المبكبة. But this one you will eat it after you finish stir frying.
I know, teacher.
Yeah, you will eat it directly. Okay, we have bake. So the verb bake, you should use it only to talk about things which are made from dough. معجنات. Maybe cakes, maybe pizza, especially bread. I think bread is the most common thing that we bake. So if you want to talk about cooking bread, you have to say bake.
Okay,
that's why we say bakery. What's a bakery? The bakers or a bakery اللي هو المخبز أو الخباز, right?
Yes.
So the verb bake بصفة عامة المعجنات, cakes, especially bread. Pies, you bake pies. Yeah, this is the idea. All right, so let's see if there's any tips we need to check. Grill and barbecue are also nouns, so you can say a grill, a barbecue. We boil things in saucepans. Okay, this is useful vocabulary here. So if you want to boil something, you need a saucepan. اللي هي احنا عندنا الطنجرة معناها. So you can say saucepan or you can say a pot. ناجر. But if you want to fry something, you need a frying pan. هي الطاوة العادية. وبالنسبة لهذا اللي سؤال مبكري هشام يسأل على stir fry, we do this in a wok. اللي هي الطاوة الصينية الغريقة, a wok. And we bake things in an oven. So these are collocations, not collocations, but you know, this is the right word for each type of cooking. So you boil in a saucepan, you fry in a frying pan, you stir fry in a wok, and you bake in an oven. So this is the idea. Okay. And if you just want to talk about something cooked or made in a specific way, all you do is add ed or ied to make it into an adjective. So we say grilled fish, barbecued lamb, boiled vegetables, fried sausages, stir-fried noodles, baked potatoes. Do you get the idea? So all of these words, before the food item, this is just an adjective to describe the way it was cooked. All right?
Okay.
So it's kind of clear. I think we can move back and do some exercises. All right, now let's move on. It says here, which types of food in this group do you often eat and which do you never eat? Okay, instead of answering this individually, let's talk about Libya as a whole. Let's talk about the Libyan cuisine or the Libyan kitchen. What are the things we always eat as Libyan people, and which of the things that we never eat or we don't really eat? What do you think from this list?
The things we didn't eat.
We don't eat.
An avocado. It's a nowadays some people eat them, but in Libyan cuisine is not part of.
I completely agree, Hajar. I think that's right. It's not part of our cuisine, but it's becoming very popular in cafes and juice shops, right?
Nowadays, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Libyan people eat everything.
They eat everything.
The hot dog, it's not popular here.
Hot dog also, it's not part of our Libyan cuisine, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And being able to not eating.
Yeah, pineapple also, not part.
Yeah.
It's not part of our cuisine.
But
Also,
recently,
the
I think they eating.
Yes, a juice. Make a juice.
As juice. Yeah, so if you go to Havana or if you go to Mango Mix, so you can have a pineapple, maybe cocktail or something.
Also
and noodles.
And noodles. Noodles, you're right about noodles. Some children and some teenagers like Indomie very much. I think that some of them are even addicted. Is anybody addicted here to Indomie? No?
No, I don't like.
Yeah. Okay, I have some cousins who are addicted to it. Noodles, where's noodles? Can't see it. Here it is.
Yes.
Yeah, so noodles is not really part of our cuisine.
Also the pie.
Pies, yeah. They're not very popular. Even in cafes, people like croissants with chocolate, crepe, basbousa, for example, or you can, for example, our Libyan sweets like baklava and magrout. But pies they're not very popular, I think.
Yes.
Also, the coconut is not popular.
Coconut? Yeah, it's not a very popular.
What coconut, please?
Coconut, Juz al-Hind.
Yes, okay.
That's coconut. Yeah.
But I think they use it, especially in the basbousa.
It's used in basbousa.
Yeah.
Yes, like
and sweets and dessert. Dessert.
But it's usually, I think, for decoration, right? Or is it in the basbousa itself?
No, itself, the basbousa itself.
And
but I don't like coconut, so that's why.
And even before, I think there is a bumper by coconut.
Yeah.
But I think it's from almond. It's almonds, right?
No. Before almond.
Before almond.
Yes, and using in the wedding.
Almond and
believe me, teacher.
No, I remember when I was a kid in the 90s. I remember almond هو العبنبر macaroons يقولوا لها macaroons.
No, it's not like macaron.
No.
لا الماكرون الجديد خلينا منه، لكن هو العبنبر لكن يتصنف إيطاليان ماكرون، ما هوش الماكرون الفرنسي. If you go to Google and you type Italian or if you type almond macaron حيطلع لكم زي العبنبر الليبي اللي عندنا.
اوكي.
لأن احنا واخدين الطريقة الإيطالية اللي هي طريقة اللوز الأبيض almond macaron. But I agree, coconut, we use it a bit, but it's still not a main part. It's not. What about
بس
beef?
نستخدمه فيه بكثرة. Yes, صح.
Do you think beef? Do we eat a lot of beef as Libyan? I think we eat more lamb, right? We don't eat a lot of beef.
Maybe beef and.
Dependent on the family, about the family.
Every country have.
For our family. I don't have lamb, so we don't use it at home at all.
But is this common? Do you think this is common, Hajar?
No, it's not common.
Yeah, exactly. It's not very common.
Every country have special meat, any?
No, here beef.
Maybe.
This is from cows, of course. Beef.
Yes.
Not meat. Beef.
Beef, yeah.
Beef.
It's a type of meat.
And another type of meat, lamb.
Some family use beef.
Yes, this is what Hajar was saying, that her family likes beef. Yeah, I think some families like beef.
This is common. This is common. Maybe in Benghazi, yes. This is common.
Yeah.
Beef.
Is it in Benghazi? Is it common?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So
Also we have I don't know what we say
camel,
in English.
camel meat.
Yeah,
Mafroom.
camel meat.
Camel in Misrata.
Camel meat is more popular here in Libya.
Yeah, also camel meat is quite popular in Libya in general. Yeah, so I don't think we can choose beef because many people eat beef, so we can leave it.
Yeah.
Many parts have a special meat about maybe Tripoli, Misrata, Benghazi, Baida.
Probably,
like
yeah. Maybe some cities they like some meat more than another type. Maybe the same thing with fish. I think cities on the coast, of course, they will eat more fish than cities away from the coast, of course. So.
Yes.
Okay, so I think this answered the question. And okay, the second question is how we cook. This is maybe more interesting. So I want you to exclude the ways of cooking that are not very common in Libya. What do you think? How do we usually cook our food?
We don't use a grill.
We don't grill a lot, I think, right?
Yeah.
It's not very, I think.
It's very common.
In Benghazi, so common, very common.
You grill food a lot in Benghazi?
Yes.
Okay.
This is fast food. This is like fast food, not in home, just in.
If you're talking about fast food, all of them grill. تو الأغلب الجديد كلهم grill. الهامبرجرز لاتينو مش عارف ضيافة it's fried.
Benghazi started from the morning and the night. Grill.
But it's not at home, right? You have this is fast food. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. With fast food, it's becoming very, very popular. Many restaurants grill their burgers or their chicken. But I think at home, if we want to talk about at home, we don't make lots of meals by grilling, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even meat, when we make meat, we barbecue it, but we don't grill it. So usually when you say grill, it means the heat is from the top most of the time, or not always, but sometimes you use also the same grill used in restaurants. اللي هي من الغاز نفسها. So grill is it's not with coal, it's not with charcoal. اللي هو الفحم charcoal.
Not all about that. Maybe some workers in restaurant cook the at grill like iron, just iron.
Yes.
Hot iron, yeah. Yes.
Hot iron. But the heat source is from gas. It's not charcoal, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
But barbecue, you need charcoal. تحتاج بياض أو الفحم. I think this is the main difference between grilling and barbecuing, because with a grill, we just use direct flame or gas, cooking gas. Yeah.
And most common in another country, like European or like Europe country or like that. Maybe gas is it's not good about meat, but in Benghazi, or now started in Tripoli now some restaurant like hot iron
Yes, not, there's a restaurant in Jarab, I think. What is it called? Shawaya, something like this.
Yes.
Yeah, they have grilled meat, and you can order whatever you want. So maybe it's going to become popular in the future. But for now, I don't think it's. What about stir frying? Do you think this is a common way of cooking Libyan food?
No.
Right? It's not. Even boiling. Do we boil a lot of food?
Yes, eggs. We used eggs.
Just eggs? But what about the other food? Libyan food, other kusksi, ruz,
we boil the macaroni.
Yeah, we boil pasta. We boil pasta. But we boil pasta not in water. Usually we boil it in sauce to make mbakuka, right?
No, sometimes
we boil it for salsa.
Correct. If you make
thank you.
bolognese, if you want to
And
make
even
spaghetti bolognese.
macarona with bechamel, I think.
Correct,
We
you have
boiled
to boil it.
pasta, yeah.
Correct, but you have to keep in mind, pasta is not Libyan. Pasta is Italian.
Yeah, Italian.
Yeah, but it's traditional food.
Yeah, it's a
becoming
common.
traditional. Yeah.
It's we eat it a lot, so it's kind of one of the important parts of our cuisine, I think. All right, so here you can see the topic. It's mainly about ways of cooking.
I think in the comment vegetable, I think is chili.
Chili is very common in Libya, right? And onions.
Yes.
We use onions in everything. So onions are also very popular because it's the base of حاجات البصلة كلهم with onions. So it's very important.
Everything.
And even the kind of our food is spicy.
Yes.
We like the spicy food.
We have
also
spicy
the
food.
flour. We use it a lot.
We use it a lot because we eat a lot of bread, I think. So we like flour. And we eat cakes. We like cakes. We like crepes. We like croissants. So we use, and all of these things have flour. So we like flour, I think.
Also the pasta, it's made from flour.
Pasta, I don't think from flour. I think from اللي هو مش من
الذرة هو.
لا مش ذرة اللي هو barley. It's made of wheat. barley اللي هو القمح, wheat الشعير. العكس لا. الشعير القمح, الشعير اللي هو wheat, and barley اللي هو القمح. But I think pasta is made from a special kind of wheat. They call it durum wheat, I think. Let me just check. Because it's made from a specific type of wheat, different from, let me show you here. Let me share the screen. This wheat is different from flour wheat. اللي هو اللي يديروا بها Can you see this? Can you see the photo? And it's called durum. So this is durum wheat. This is called pasta wheat or macaroni wheat.
Okay.
So it's a specific type of wheat. نوع خاص من اللي هو القمح. الويت اللي هو القمح. لكن لو تشوفوا الفلاور ويت اللي هو القمح الخبز هذا متاع الدقيق, it's different. So it's not the same. So we grind. So there's a difference. So there are two types of wheat. ممكن أكتر. But الفكرة أن القمح اللي يستعملوا فيه للباستا المكرونة مش نفسه للخبزة, مش نفسه للدقيق. It's a different type of wheat. But yes, I think flour is used a lot. نوع القمح بس مختلف. So Hajar, this means pasta is made from a different type of wheat. But wheat حتى هو قمح. Okay. Cream. What about cream? What do you think of cream? I also don't think we use.
We don't use it a lot.
Don't use
in
it.
our traditional dish.
Yeah, it's not like in Syria and Lebanon and Turkey. They use it a lot. Cream and yogurts with meat, with salads, with everything. But
we use a lot of honey.
We use a lot of honey, I think.
So. Yeah.
Just the cream used in the restaurant.
Maybe
yeah,
restaurants.
But it's not traditional food.
Yeah, it's not a traditional food now.
I think will become common in Libya in future.
Maybe things are changing. Yes. Because the younger generation, they're not very interested in making bazin and couscous, and it's a headache to make these these meals. So maybe these things will become rarer. I don't know, maybe. Okay, so we can move on. So it says here, look at the photos, A to C. Have you ever tried these types of street food? If so, did you like them? If not, would you like to try them? So let's take a look at the photos. So we have, this is the first photo. It's called Pad Thai. I don't know what it is.
Thailand. This is Thailand. The Thailand.
It's maybe Thai food. Yeah, from the name Thai, so maybe it's some kind of Thai food from Thailand, maybe.
Yes.
All right. Okay. And then we have this.
I see that.
Can you see B? A burrito. So here we have a burrito.
No.
Like shawarma.
I don't see.
It's a bit like a shawarma, yeah. And then we have satay, which I think looks a bit like kebab somehow.
Yes.
Shish.
Like shish kebab or shish tawuk.
Shish tawuk, yes.
Okay, it looks the same, but we'll see. We'll see if it's the same or not. We have to check what kind of meat they're using, especially after Corona. You need to be careful now. What kind of meat is? All right, so let's find out. So have you ever tried these street foods?
No.
No? Has
For
anybody
me,
tried
no.
this? No. For Sana, no.
No.
No. Also Hajar.
This is.
Who has tried? Sumaya, can you hear us?
I see that in the street, but not in Libya and in Turkish.
In Turkey?
Yes.
Is it the same as this?
Yes. So I think I see that. I saw that.
You saw it.
But you don't eat.
But you didn't eat it.
Yeah. I didn't eat because.
Why not? You should have tried it.
Because this is maybe my friend try it, then I will try it.
No, you should try it first. So if there's a problem, your friend will be safe. This is what friends are for.
Maybe spicy, because I don't like spicy, so maybe spicy or don't good food. Maybe stomach pain, because Turkish crowded.
Yeah,
and,
crowded places. Yeah.
Yes, if I have bad food, I think maybe change my stomach.
Yes, you will sleep in the bathroom that night.
Yes, so I am aware about this food.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I haven't tried it either, so I don't know how it tastes. To be honest, I don't know. Burrito. Has anybody tried a burrito before?
No.
Like shawarma.
No, it's not shawarma. It looks, because you can see there's rice, and this looks like meat, and also this bread. I don't think it's normal bread.
It's like tortilla.
Like a tortilla, yeah. It looks like a tortilla, which is made because, yes.
Like I see that in Kudu Twister. No, I don't know, but like that and like Twister.
Yeah. In Kudu, yes, they have the Twister.
Yes.
You went to Brazil, maybe you.
No. I tried in Brazil. I tried tacos, but in a Mexican restaurant.
Looks like taco.
Yeah, but the taco is open, and you have
different.
Yeah, it's a bit different. So burrito, I didn't try it, but I know that in Mexico and in lots of South American countries they use corn a lot, corn flour. هو الزنشة يعني الدقيق الذرة أكثر من الشعير والقمح في جنوب أمريكا. Even in North America, في الأمريكتين they use corn a lot, corn flour. So I think tortillas are made from corn flour, not from regular flour. They grow corn a lot. Yeah, that's why. So it's part of their national cuisine. They use corn a lot. Corn flour. Satay, I don't know what this is, but I think it looks very similar to shish tawuk, or maybe.
Yes.
So I think maybe we've tried it or tried something similar to this. So okay, let's find out now. We have a few questions. It says we have the blog. We're going to read the blog. It says read the blog and how do you make the types of food in AC? Oh, okay, so in the photos. So we're going to read this blog by Steve here, and in this blog, he's going to tell us how to make these three different foods: pad thai, the burrito, and satay. So he's going to show us how to make these things, and maybe he's going to tell us a little bit about them. So let me give you some time. So it's called Steve's Street Food Blog. So take some time. When you reach the bottom, just let me know and I can scroll down, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Doctor, I finished. If you.
Me too.
Okay.
I finished.
Okay.
Whole paragraph.
Yes, me too.
Okay, this is the
Me
last
too.
part.
Even
Okay.
me.
All right, let me see if there are any paragraphs left that we didn't check. No, that's it. Okay, so let's talk about this. The first question is, how do we make each meal? So let's see your memory now. How do we make pad thai?
I think noodles.
Okay,
Would,
noodles.
Yes, and stir fry.
Yeah, we stir fry the noodles. With what?
Yes.
Fried.
With what?
Eggs, fish,
eggs, I think.
With egg.
Eggs. Eggs. What else?
Rice.
So,
Chili. Fish sauce.
Fish sauce.
Chicken. Nuts, herbs, and spices.
Right. So it's made using noodles, fish sauce, eggs, herbs, spices, and peanuts. Okay. Oh, it's a complete mess. Chicken food. This is chicken food. Okay. Well, what about a burrito? How is a burrito made? What do you need to make a burrito?
A burrito is made of
flour
tortilla.
Tortilla.
Tortilla, yeah. And rice.
Okay.
I think. Lamb or chicken.
Lamb or chicken barbecue, I think. Yeah.
Yes, grilled lamb or
Grilled lamb. Maybe beef. Do you need beef?
Grilled beef, yes.
Yeah, not lamb.
Chicken. Yes.
Yeah.
Beef or chicken.
Yeah. Okay.
Chili.
What else?
With
Chili.
some sour cream, some onion, and some salad lettuce.
Okay. And what about the last dish? Satay. How do you make it? What do you need to make satay? And where is it from?
It's from
Thailand.
It's also from Thailand. It's from Thailand, yeah.
It's from Thailand also? I think it's from another country, not Thailand.
Yeah.
Thailand.
Indonesia?
Around.
Indonesia, I think
Yeah.
so.
It's from Indonesia, okay. And how do we make it? What do you need to make satay?
Chicken, maybe.
Okay.
Herbs.
Onions. But what
salad.
Also chili.
But
With
what
salad,
did
maybe.
salad?
Fish, lamb,
Yes.
grilled lamb.
Yeah, but what did Steve say? Because Steve also talked about how to make it. He said you need lamb or chicken. Of course, you need to grill it, but it's even better if you barbecue it. Yeah, and after you barbecue it, you cover the cooked meat with a spicy peanut sauce and you serve it with onions, cucumber,
and rice.
And rice.
Rice cakes. Delicious, yeah.
Okay. Now, from these three different snacks, let's call them snacks or street food, because I don't think they're really meals. Which one would you like to try from these three? Would you like to try the pad thai, or the burrito, or the satay?
Thai for me.
Let's start with Hisham. Burrito. Why did you pick burrito? Why would you like to try burrito?
Because similar to shawarma, like that.
You feel it's similar to shawarma, right?
Yes.
But what about the ingredients? They're a little different, right? Or do you think not very different?
No,
Yeah, there's a prize in it.
I suppose maybe little different.
Yeah, it's a bit different, I think, because here you have rice, and also the tortilla is made from corn flour. It's not made from normal flour. You also have beans. You have beans and you have sour cream. So there are almost
with beans.
Yes, there are beans.
No. Sorry. Another food. Another food.
Another one.
Yes, I selected another food.
Okay, but what about sour cream? Are you okay with sour cream? Sour cream. زي المايونيز غير في قار شوية هيك بنتا. It's a bit like mayonnaise, but it's sour في قروصة يعني. Do you like sour things?
No. I do not like sour cream.
Okay, so maybe the burrito not your best choice.
Yes.
Okay, let's see someone else's opinion. I heard Sana said pad thai, and also someone else said.
No, not pad thai. I said satay.
Satay.
Yes, satay, yeah.
Why did you choose the satay?
I think it's okay. There is no.
Maybe I will try the burrito.
Maybe you'll try the burrito.
There is delicious. So maybe I will try.
Yeah. Because if you never try, you never know. For me, I would try everything, of course. And after that, I can make my mind if it's good or not. But
the first one,
sorry, your connection is
yes,
bad. Can you hear me clearly? Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah.
Yes, I see you. I hear you. I hear you. Yes.
All right, I see. Yeah, we still haven't. Our turn is coming, I think, but not yet. Okay, so let's see Hajra's opinion. So Hajra, you said you would like to try the burrito, maybe, but for you think the satay is the best one.
Yes, because it's meat.
It's meat, and but what about the sauce? Because it has a different sauce. It's not like the Turkish shish tawuk. From peanuts.
Yes, I think it's great. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's okay. So it has peanuts and onions, cucumber, and rice cakes. The ingredients aren't too strange, right? But what about spicy peanut sauce? It sounds a bit strange. We don't have something like this in our cuisine, right? We don't use peanuts in.
Nowadays we use it
in rice.
No, not with rice, not peanuts.
In what? What do we use it?
Sauce with peanuts.
Do we use it in peanuts sauce?
Nowadays, yes, I see. Last Eid, العيد الكبير.
Yeah.
But not in a sauce. In a sauce?
No, sauce, yes. Sauce with peanuts.
I don't know about that.
I don't eat yet, but I want to try to eat.
Yeah, so
do it, yes.
So if you want to talk about the opposite of sweet foods, we say savory.
No, not sweet food.
Savory,
no.
in savory food. So savory is the opposite of sweet.
Okay.
So when you say peanut sauce, it means we're talking about it in savory food because we're using it with meat, we're using it يعني اللي هي احنا بالليبي نقول ماكلة هي المالحة يعني مش الحلو عكس الحلو.
Yes.
But in English we don't say salty, we say savory. Salty معناها حاجة ملحة زي
ملحة
زي قرقوش مثلا ولا زيتون ولا حاجة هيك يعني ولا سردين anchovies. Those الحاجات هذيك يقولوا لها salted. لكن الماكلة المالحة بصفة عامة savory. Is it noisy? Can you hear a lot of noise?
Yes.
Okay, just a second.
It's like samurai sauce.
You mentioned samurai sauce.
Yes.
What about samurai sauce?
At first, it's like a strange sauce, but now it's become popular.
But what is it made from? Do you know what it's made from?
Mayonnaise and a new sauce.
It's a new sauce?
Yeah.
All right, let's check the questions here. First of all, why does Steve travel a lot?
Maybe because his job.
Yeah.
He's photographer
and
because he is a photography.
Yeah, he's a photographer, so he travels a lot.
Yeah.
Why does he like eating street food? Why do you think he likes street food?
He think he can know the country.
Yeah.
And the people.
Right.
Well.
Yeah, he mentioned it's the best way to get to know a country, right?
Yes.
What about you here? I know that street food is not very popular here in Libya, I think. Do we have street food in Libya?
Yes.
Yes, a lot.
Yes.
No,
not
there's a difference
really.
between
No,
street
not
food
really,
and
yeah.
fast food. It's not the same.
Street
You
food,
can
you
find
mean
it in
like
Egypt.
sandwich with mafroom, maybe? This is street food, I think, yeah?
No.
Yeah. No.
Not like that.
No.
Yes.
Street food,
street
like
food.
in Egypt,
Yes.
you find the عربية فول يقولوا لها.
In the car, maybe.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's on a car, or maybe يبدو عندهم زي الأسواق الخاصة. They have like a special area on the street. ما عندهمش مباني، ما فيش مبنى وتجهيزات.
Like كشك, doctor.
In some bazaars you can find food, but usually in bazaars you find spices and you find, I mean, not meals usually. Do you get the idea? But street food, if I show you a photo.
Even in Tunisia, you found something. It's called leblabi or something like that.
Where's this?
In Tunisia.
What do they sell?
They sell this meal called leblabi.
And I don't know this. I didn't see it when I went there.
Yeah, because I have my uncles there, so I see it a lot.
But what is it? Is it sweet or is it savory?
No, it's
like a sandwich?
No.
No, like sauce, I think, yes.
We use egg. And I forget the name of hummus.
Chickpeas.
Chickpeas, yeah. Chickpeas.
This is street food teacher here.
You mean in Libya?
Street food similar to fast food.
No.
No.
Very different actually. Because usually they say street food is usually fresh. لأنه يطيبها قدامك الحاجة، يقرض ويحط ويقلي وتاخذها. Yeah, cooked and served. There, of course, there's a dangerous. It might be full of salmonella. It might be dirty. There's another risk, but usually it's usually much more. It's fresher. It's fresher than fast food. في العادة يعني. It's fresher. يعني كلها بديرها وقتي. But بلابي, I'm curious now. I want to. كيف يكتبها بالك فيني؟
I don't know how.
Like dried bread. You have to cut it in pieces.
Yeah, the egg is not cooked.
No, dried bread. خبزة جافة.
I'm searching بلابي. How do you write it?
No, leblabi. La.
With la, leblabi.
Yeah.
Like this, blabi.
I think so.
Here it is. Yeah, here it is.
Yeah. The egg is not cooked because but
the meal is hot.
The meal is hot, yeah.
Yeah, it looks interesting.
Not delicious at all, but
and even tuna. There is a tuna, I think.
Yeah. All the ingredients they put it in it.
But this is good for this is good for bodybuilding, for weightlifting. It's full of protein.
They use a lot in the winter because
this is good good food for workers, I think. Lots of energy, very nutritious. Yeah, it's very, very healthy actually if you think of it. Tuna, chickpeas.
It's very healthy, yeah.
You tasted, yeah?
No.
And it's delicious.
I didn't taste it because I didn't like the chickpeas and egg.
It's a little messy, but I think it's healthy. Just don't think about it. Eat it with your eyes closed, and no problem. I think you shouldn't think about it.
They say it's delicious. Everyone they try it. So
yeah, I might try it next time I'm there. So I'm curious. Okay, so let's try to complete this last set of questions before we leave. So we now know why Steve likes street food. He says it's a good way to understand people and know about a country. So when did he start his blog? Does it say when he started his blog?
For 3 years.
3 years,
ago.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so he started it 3 years ago. And how often does he visit Bangkok?
Every year, maybe.
Yes.
Every year.
Yeah, he says I visit Bangkok, or I come here every year.
Every year, yes.
That's right. And where was he? Where was Steve on May the 19th? Where was he?
In Jakarta.
Yes.
Indonesia, yes.
Yeah, he was in Indonesia, in Jakarta. And to be specific, he was in a busy food market. So that's why I think he saw satay, maybe in the food market. Does he like spicy food?
I think yes.
Yes, because he wrote it in delicious, I think, yes.
Yeah, he doesn't say, he doesn't specifically say that he likes spicy food, but everything he tried is spicy, all right? The pad thai is spicy, the satay is spicy, and so is the burrito. It's also spicy. Chili sauce, there's so it's also spicy. All of the foods he buys or he tries are spicy. All right.
I think people in the Asia,
yeah.
Yes, all of maybe likes the spicy food. They like the spicy food.
I think they do, yeah. But even here, for us, I think compared to Egypt and
Egypt didn't. They didn't like. Yeah, yes.
I think Libya,
Africa,
only us and Tunisia, I think, because even Morocco, they don't have spicy food. Just us and Tunisia, we have spicy food, but the rest, the same thing in South America, they don't have spicy food, except for Mexico, which is in the center, in the middle, not really in South America, but they don't eat spicy food a lot. Okay, so we'll try to complete this next time, but next time we're going to focus on how to use present simple and present continuous. We're going to go into detail because, of course, all of you know how to use the present simple and present continuous. We've been studying this from elementary, but in this lesson, I think we're going to talk in more details because here they're actually showing us 3 different ways of using the present continuous and 3 different ways of using the present simple. So,
and teacher,
it's not just one way.
And read the text.
We read the text. We already read it. Did you read with us, Hisham?
Do not read all.
You didn't read this text?
This homework or what?
No, we already read it. We finished this. انت ممكن كنتش انت قريتها هذا ولا ما قريتهاش؟
لا ما قريتهاش قبل لكن تو اعطيتها.
Yes, maybe you were busy, I don't know. But all of them, زملائك grew, yes. We read this and we even answered the questions about it.
Yes.
But this means if you missed it, you can read it again at home. Read it and الحاجة الوحيدة اللي كملناها من تو اللي هم الجزء هذا. This part of questions. This one, number 2, we talked about it. So you can also do this again at home. And this part. These are the only ones we covered for today. All right. So I'll talk with you later on Messenger. Maybe I'll give you a few updates, a few tips to make the course, smoother and easier. All right, Hisham?
Okay.
Okay, so everyone, thank you for your time. And
thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. You're welcome. We'll meet again on Wednesday, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Inshallah.
All right,
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Have a nice night.
You too. Good night, everyone.